Hello students, welcome back to our science class. My name is Anjali and today we are going to study chapter 18 of class 8. So I hope you all are fine, doing great and safe at your places. So students, let's begin with our today's class. I'm going to show you something, okay? And you have to identify that what is this. Yes students, so is it visible? Yes, I hope it is. So basically students, what are you observing? Yes, you might be observing something related to this. The vehicles are moving on the road and what they are doing. Yes, you can see some kind of smoke is releasing out of the vehicles. And have you also seen when the vehicles move on the road, so they produce some kind of smoky dust? Yes, so what they do, the vehicles produce smoky dust. So basically students, here also you can see that so many vehicles are there where what actually is happening, dust, a lot of smoke is coming out of it. So is it good for our environment or bad for our environment, students? Yes, definitely you will say that it is not at all good for our environment. We will not be able to breathe if such kind of atmosphere is there around us, right? Because it is polluting our air. Yes, very good students. So today we are going to discuss about the air pollution. What is our topic of discussion today, students? Yes, air pollution. So if I ask you that, what do you understand by the term when you hear that air pollution? What is happening? You can think of this image and describe it in your own words. You can write in the comment section also. Yes, very good students. So when the lot of smoke, you can say, or the dust is being released in our air, you might be saying that that is termed to as the air pollution. Okay, very good students. So the air consists of the mixture of many gases. Like we can say that we already know that the 78% of the air is nitrogen, right? Where 21% is the oxygen. There are these so many gases which are present, right? Other are the carbon dioxide, the argon gas, and many more. So students, they are also present in very small quantities in the air. So what is happening, students? Some substances which are polluting the air, we call them as the air pollutants. That those are the substances which are contaminating our air. Okay. So you can write down this the term which is air pollutants. What do we mean by the air pollutants? These are the harmful substances which what do they which contaminate the air. It means which are polluting the air. Those are the harmful. And what the harmful, you can see the caution is also written there. What is happening? The person will not be able to breathe properly then, right? And harmful substances like the smoke, which you have seen that coming out of the vehicles, that is also comes under the one of the air pollutants. Now let's move ahead. That if we have the addition of such substances in the atmosphere, so what happens? It modifies it, right? When the we have I think like the harmful toxic smokes and the other air pollutants in the air. So when the air it is getting contaminated by these unwanted substances which can have the harmful effect on both the living and the non-living, we refer to that as the air pollution. Yes, so are we clear what is air pollution actually? Yes, students. So addition of such substances means the harmful substances which are the we are calling them as the air pollutants. These substances then add up to the atmosphere which affect the living and non-living things in the harmful way. So we are referring to that as the air pollution. So students, if I ask you that you have to enlist more examples from your day-to-day lives where you see that air pollution is there. Some more examples of related to the air pollution. Yes, let me clear the board so that I can jot down your points. Yes, some of you might be saying that the vehicles produce lot of smoke. That is one of the example. Very good. What else, students? Yes, the burning of the dry leaves in the forest, which are there. So when the dry leaves they are burnt, so they also release lot of smoke. So burning of dry leaves. And what else? Example, students? What else examples you can think of where air pollution is related there? Have you ever burnt the polythene, the plastic? Yes. So what type of smoke is released when we burn the plastic? Yes, it is black in color, right? And that black color, and it smells really bad also, right? Yes. So in a way, what is happening? We can say that the burning of polythene is also one of the example for the air pollution which we see in our day-to-day lives. Burning of plastics. And students, yes, what else examples? You can mention it in the comment section. Very good. Have you seen when you might be traveling, you might have seen the bricks which are being made. You know, there is a very thick, long pole. Let me see. Make it over here where the bricks are being made. You know, we call them as heat bhatti, like this. You know, when the here bricks are being kept, they are being made. So lot of smoke comes out of that also, right? Yes. So this could be also one of the example. Yes, very good, students. So here we have seen from many examples of air pollution. Like this also you can see that how this plastic burning of the plastics, the smoke coming out from the large factories like the brick making factory, the vehicles producing the smoke, how it is the air pollution effect. Now students, it's your time to answer this question, that the substances which contaminate the air are called dash. What are we calling those substances as? You can write your answers in the comment section, students. Very good. So if you are writing the answer as the air pollutants, your answer is correct. That is called the air pollutants. Answer is the air pollutants. Very good, students. So now I am going to show you something. So for that, let me first of all the screen so that you can just only see the direct part which I am going to show you. Okay, let me start it. Just a second, students. It is getting started. Yes. So here you can see. Observe carefully. Yes, students. So what have you observed? Yes, very good. So you have observed that there are so many factories at a place, right? So many factories are there. Many factories are installed. And nowadays also students, lot many factories are being installed because technology is so advanced now, but people are becoming the more and more advanced so that they are installing the new types of industries, technologies and the things for preparing the things. So here you have seen lot of industries, factories were there, right? And what was happening? Yes, some work was going on inside those factories. Some work is going on because we can see that they are switched on, right? So students, in a way, what was being released from these factories? Yes, some kind of smoke. We can so that the so students, what do you think that this smoke which is coming out of these industries or factories, does it be containing some harmful substances? Why can't we say that there would be not effect on any environment, on our environment then? Yes, students. So the smoke which is coming out of factories, they what they do? Yes, they contain some of the chemicals due to which there are the lot many causes which are happening due to the air pollution. So students, let's study about now how does air it get polluted. So our topic for discussion now is that how air is getting polluted. Right? So now we can see that we have already seen that the substances which contaminate the air, they are called the air pollutants, right? And sometimes what happens, these substances may come from the natural resources like the smoke and the dust which is also arising from the forest fires and the volcanic eruptions, right? Also student, how the air is getting polluted by some human activities also, which because we are also burning the plastics, burning the dry leaves. So in a way we humans are only using those vehicles, so by our human activities also air is getting polluted. And the sources of air pollutants, the which are releasing of the harmful chemicals in our environment could be the power plants which are there, the automobile exhaust coming out, burning of firewood or the dung cakes, the cow dung cakes, right? So they are measured basically where from there the air pollutants are arising, rising of the air pollutants. And as a result, what will happen if the air pollutants will arise? They will eventually cause the air pollution because release of these harmful substances like the air pollutants, they eventually cause the air pollution, and in this way the air gets polluted. And also students, vehicles provide high levels of pollutants like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide and smoke. And few of the chemicals you can note down, which are those, the carbon monoxide is there, which vehicles are producing, they are the harmful chemicals which they are producing, the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, right? The smoke is there, and the nitrogen oxides are also there. So in a way, what is happening, how the air is getting polluted, we have seen that so many activities are responsible for the, yes, so you can note down the last point if you might have not seen it. Now you can note down. Yes, so we have certain few things that how air is getting polluted, a few of the examples. Now students, let's start with our another thing. So before that, what you have to do actually, you have to choose the correct option because now it's your time to answer this question, and write your answers in the comment section. As I already said, that the pollutants are also added to the atmosphere by certain human activities, or the pollutants are not at all added by the human activities to the atmosphere. What do you think? Is this statement correct or not? True or false? Yes, true or false. It means the first one or the second one. You have one is true, one is false. So choose the correct option, which is true? Yes, very good. So you can write your answers in the comment section. Meanwhile, I will also highlight the correct answer. So basically, students, very good. If you are giving me the answer is that A is the correct statement, you are absolutely correct. That pollutants are also added to the atmosphere by certain human activities like the burning of the plastics. It releases the harmful chemicals which we can feel it in the form of the smell also, the dirty smell which comes, right? So that is also one example of it where the pollutants are adding to the atmosphere, right? Now students, what do you see? Have you ever visited to this place? Yes, this is what? The Taj Mahal, famous Taj Mahal. And students, where is this Taj Mahal located? Yes, it is in Agra, Uttar Pradesh. So students, what difference you can see over here? Taj Mahal is there, but something different Taj Mahal kind of thing you are saying, right? Very good. So you might be observing that a line is being drawn in this bit center of the Taj Mahal. One side of it, it is clearly white, we can see. And one side of it, it is somewhat turning yellowish. So students, if you look at the browse the internet also, you will find that earlier the Taj Mahal, the color of the Taj Mahal was pure white. It means total white. Now what is happening? It is turning day by day into the yellowish color. Its color is changing to the yellowish. So students, what do you think that what could be the reason behind this the color change of the Taj Mahal? Yes, very good. So you might be giving different opinions. Very good, students. So now you can say that the air pollution, that could also be one of the example, or we can say the possible case that why the Taj Mahal's color is changing. Right? Very good. So now let us discuss something about related to the Taj Mahal case study. Okay. So we will be going to learn about this, that why the color of the Taj Mahal is now turning out in the yellow and earlier it was white. So students, experts have warned that the pollutants in the air, they are discoloring its white marble. What is the reason? The reason is actually the pollutants in the air. And pollutants which we have discussed, that harmful substances which are released like the carbon monoxide, also carbon dioxide, yes, and smoke. So it is not only living organisms that get affected by polluted air, students. Non-living things are also like the monuments, the statues, the buildings, they are also getting affected. How we livings are getting affected by air pollution? Yes, it is difficult for us to breathe, and then when many health related problems we will suffer. And for the non-living things, yes, the discoloring of the buildings, the monuments and statues, they are getting affected through it. The industries located in and around Agra, like the rubber, there are many industries like the rubber processing industries, there automobile and the chemicals, and one is the famous which is the Mathura oil refinery, students. There it is present there. So what is happening? They have been responsible for producing pollutants. What kinds of pollutants? Two major: the sulfur dioxide and the nitrogen dioxide. These are the two major pollutants, students, due to which we can say that those chemical industries, they are producing the pollutants, these types of. What actually this is called term as the acid rain, students. Right? What is acid rain? When the rain occurs, so these chemicals are present in the air. So the rain, it has certain reaction with those chemicals such that it is turning out to be the acid rain, and acid rain, it is as a result corroding the marble of the monuments, right? We can say that is the marble cancer which is happening to of the monuments. Okay, so I hope we are clear with this point. You can also note down these few points. Yes, that what is marble cancer and how the two types, these are the two major pollutants which are responsible for the acid rain corrosion which is happening, right? And how the marble, the as corrosion of the marble of the monuments are affecting due to this acid rain. Because when eventually rain will occur, so rain water will react some certainly with the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide which are present in the atmosphere, and as a result what will happen, they will move down on the monuments and it will cause the marble cancer of these monuments. So this is the reason, students, why the color discoloration of the Taj Mahal we can also see, which is as a result of that air pollution only. Yes, students, so you can quickly note down these points so that we will move ahead now. Yes, so I hope you all are done with these points. So students, now you have to enlist few examples from your daily life where you find that some steps have been taken in order to reduce the air pollution. Okay, which are those some steps which have been taken? You can say, or you can also take those steps. Yes, very good. Like the planting of the more and more trees, and because we will plant more trees, so as a result we will produce the fresh air, right? And also, what else you can do to reduce the air pollution? Yes, we can reduce the burning of the plastic. We should not burn plastics, or we should not burn the dry leaves, right? Yes, and also we can do something like the factories, they can do something such that the smoke which is being produced by the vehicles, they can be lesser down. And nowadays CNG gas is also being used in the vehicle, students, right? So we that is producing less of the environment. So that is one of the few of the things which we can do. So now students, there is one fill up for you that Mathura oil refinery have been responsible for producing pollutants like dash and dash. Which are those two pollutants? Yes, you can write your answers in the comment section. Yes, very good. So Mathura oil refinery have been responsible for producing pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. So now students, what we have learned about the air pollution, that how air is getting polluted, and about the Taj Mahal case study. So now let's summarize our today's class. So students, what are air pollutants? Yes, very good. When the harmful substances like the sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, they are released in the atmosphere. So those substances are termed as the air pollutants, which causes air pollution. And student, second is that when air is contaminated by unwanted substances which have a harmful effect on both living and non-living, so it is referred to as, yes, air pollution. And what are the sources of air pollution? Yes, sources of air pollution are like the vehicles, the factories, the burning of the plastics or the dry leaves. These are few of the sources which we have discussed. So the point is, last point is that the industries located in and around Agra, like the rubber processing, the automobile, especially the Mathura oil refinery, they have been responsible for producing these substances, pollutants, basically air pollutants like the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which is harmful for our environment. So now students, this is homework for you, that at an individual level, how can you help to reduce air pollution? Second question is that you have to explain the differences between what is pure air and what is polluted air, and describe the threat to the beauty of the Taj Mahal. Okay, and one activity you have to perform, that in some cities a pollution check have been made compulsory for the vehicles. So what you have to do, you have to visit a nearby petrol pump in order to learn about the process of conducting a pollution check, and you may systematically record your findings, like the average number of vehicles checked per month, the time taken to check each vehicle, the pollutants checked for, the process, what is the process for testing, and the permission levels and permissible levels of emission of various gases, and the measures which they take, and how frequently is a pollution check required. It is mandatory. Okay, so these all things you have to note down. Very good, students. So that's all for today's class. Thank you.